It is no longer an option to remain in your bubble. If there is something in which you feel is unjust or unfair, in which you know in your heart that should be otherwise, it is time to stand for your truth, for what is right for all and for humanity. It is time to make your sign and stand on the corner that I am here for oneness and unification or love, to sit in peaceful disobedience, whatever needs to be done in order to take action, also in alignment with unconditional love, in order to create change, to connect to something in which you feel passionate about. Perhaps it's education, or perhaps it's this movement with Standing Rock, or perhaps it's inequality in the cities, or perhaps it's deep poverty, or perhaps it's war, or starvation, or hungry children, or an elderly woman in your neighborhood or man who doesn't have what they are needing. We don't know. It's different for everyone, but it is time to stand up for what is right and for truth, to speak your truth, and to not be afraid that when one is speaking of bigotry, or perhaps one is not able to see the divine in another and they are speaking their truth, to turn around and stand up and speak yours, not from a place of anger or hostility or hate, but from a place of centeredness and truth for humanity. For whether this transition will be difficult or easy depends upon whether those choose to align with love and open their hearts to see beauty and light in each other, to recognize the divine in all souls, or if one continues to want to hold on to what is comfortable, their little bubble of their comfortable life, when so many are so hungry and in such great despair. For the inequality amongst your people in the human race is extraordinarily out of balance. And so it must come back into balance. And how that unfolds depends upon the willingness of those who have to give, to stand in their truth, to align with purpose, to create action, and to speak for those who do not have a voice. For it is that right now, if you are a child in a bed in a hospital where a bomb went off in Syria, your world has turned upside down. It's not comfortable. And if you are a little child who is getting your ticket to get your food for lunch today and some program was taken away and you're going to be hungry, it's not comfortable. There's a lot of uncomfortability. And so it is time to speak for those who are uncomfortable. And we know that this might sound intense, for usually we like to be laughing and playful and fun, and that's important, and joy is extraordinarily important, and dancing and laughing and playing together. But you are living through an extraordinary time, and it requires action. It requires standing up for your own knowing and your truth. Whether that means that your day is completely filled to the brim and you don't have an extra ounce of energy to give to another, then give to yourself. Take care of yourself, love yourself, refuel yourself, rejuvenate yourself, and so that you do have energy at another time to give to others. When one heals oneself, whether it is on the physical or the emotional or the spiritual level, because you are all integrated and all aligned in the same vibration of light, you support healing your neighbor and your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, or a child across the globe, because it is all one energy. And when you feel that you are strong and you feel healed within your own being, then you can extend that beyond that in giving and caring and supporting. So it always begins first with self, But when that strength and resolve is within you and you feel steady and grounded and you feel you have extra reserves or capabilities or talents or just a tiny bit of extra time, even if it just means that every day between now and the end of the year, every single person you see, whether you're driving through a toll booth or you're going to the grocery store or you're in a restaurant with the waiter or you're wherever it is that you stop and you look up and you really make eye contact. You just look at them and you say, hi. And you take a deep breath. How are you today? Rather than looking down into your, whatever it might be, menu and saying what you want and kind of being dismissive. Begin to, even just that alone, begins to create a shift in the collective because beings begin to relate and remember each other. And so it is unifying and sending light and love to one another. It is that we have Kelly right now traveling all over the world doing ridiculous things as she's planting crystals in the ground and standing in sacred ceremony. And there's a wondering sometimes as to what is that actually doing and why is it important? Because it is that with the intent of coming together in a unified way in order to bring more love into Mother Earth and to permeate it through humanity, it begins to awaken something, someone. It's like this sleeping collective energy of who you all are is waking up. And as you wake up, the things in which seem so normal, so regular, so predictable begin to fall away and you begin to see things from a new perspective. And that's what's happening. And so that stirring and that awakening, it is our resolve from the angelic realm and the big, great and ascended beings of light to support that shift to happen in increments gently, like a breeze across your face, as gentle as possible. But we must do it with you because humanity has a free will. And so it is your choice to wake up and to support collectively so that that transition can occur smoothly, or to resist it and go back to what's familiar. Placing your head in the sand would create an opportunity for a greater shake-up. For the shake will only be as great as those are willing to awaken.